Díomh gula agus fáilte roimh go gaibh. Is mise an tuilih Becky Way las uachtarón idirnáisiúnta na hoscoile seo. Agus is cúis áthis dam fáilte a roimh go dtí uascail na Gaillimhe. On la Speisialta Day. Sure, sorry. My name is Professor Becky Way, Vice President of this university, and on behalf of the University of Galway, I want to extend you a very warm welcome to this ceremony. It is a special day for all of us in the university, and I want to start by introducing you to the various people who are central to today's events. To my left is the President of the University of Galway, Professor Kieran O'Hogarty, who presides over the ceremony. With him is Dr. Anne Ryan, who will open and close the formal part of the ceremony. And behind me is Professor Walter Gear, who will present students to the President. And we are also joined by colleagues from the college who have played their part in ensuring that you are able to graduate at this university. I now hand over to the Students' Union President, Mr. Dean Kenny, who will make a commencement address, after which Dr. Ryan will open the formal proceedings in Latin.
Díomh céime a cóide a Shailí agus a cuairtóirí. Chuir an fáilte rómhar an lá bras speisialta seo agus tá an-bhuíochas bheith anseo. Good morning, graduates, guests, parents, guardians, family, faculty, and thank you, Becky, for that introduction. Welcome to your graduation. Today is a day that everyone has talked about and looked forward to over the last few years, and certainly at one stage or another, we've all had that thought that we'll surely never make it. But look at us now. I'd like you all to just take a breath and try and shake off some of the formality of the situation, relax, and just say to yourself, I did it. Today is your graduation day. Over the course of the day, you'll be dragged this way and that to get in this picture and that picture, to talk to that relative who wants to congratulate you. But at least for this hour and a half or so, know that it is all about you. You've all had great support, I'm sure, from friends and family and lecturers over the course of your studies, but ultimately, this is your achievement. There will be many rounds of applause later on today, but the one person you don't get to applaud is yourself. So, graduates of 2023, I'd like you to take this opportunity to put your hands together and give yourself a very well-deserved pull of us. It is an immense privilege of mine to be given this opportunity to speak at this ceremony and to speak at my own graduation last week, a privilege granted to me by definition that I was elected by my peers, many of you are sat here today, to this esteemed position earlier this year, something I'm still completely baffled by and hugely honoured by. And on this joyous occasion, I'm brought back to my very first lecture here at this university on the top floor of the education building in a classroom full of people I'd never met before from all corners of the country. On that first day, we collectively have no idea what to expect, how to behave, or what to do. But all it took was one brave soul to take out the phone, throw it down the table and say, throw the Snapchats into that there, or we make a group chat. And we all knew we'd be okay. Because that's all any of us are really concerned about at the very beginning. It's about finding our community, our base, and just making some friends. For some, it may have taken days or weeks or months, and that's okay. But for many of us, it takes a very short length of time. For that reason alone, I believe there's something really special about this place. We've all had very different experiences and struggles throughout our time here, but we've also had many shared experiences, and I think we can all agree that Galway is a place where we can all find a home, no matter where we come from. And just like there's something special about this place, I also believe there's something special about this group of people sat here today. I'm sure it is a sentiment echoed year after year at speeches such as these, that this collection of individuals endured hardships like no other. But I think in this packed Balliadin Hall, that sentiment rings true. You all have had a university experience certainly like no other. You've withstood a global pandemic when all teaching was made virtual almost overnight. You've had to endure Zoom calls upon Zoom calls, home haircuts, pubs closing at 8 o'clock, people becoming experts in baking banana bread, lecturers trying to desperately figure out how to unmute a microphone and how to share a screen. We've truly seen some terrible things. We've gone through a name change, though I imagine it will be difficult for many of us to refrain from calling this place in New IG. And on a more sad note, we've still yet to see Mayo win the All-Ireland. For those of us that were here before 2020, we saw Galway in the good times. We've seen the rise and fall of various beloved nightclubs and a big change to this city that we will forever hold dear. We've made friends, enemies, drinking buddies, exes, study partners. We've had good times, bad times, great times, and also those Jesus, when's that due times. There's been the early mornings, the late nights, the 9 a.m. lectures, evening study sessions, endless assignments, Harvard referencing, placement, often unpaid, and online exams. I think it's fair to say that some of us adapted better to those online exams than others. In the fashion of someone who was asked to speak at a graduation ceremony and didn't really know what to say, I'm now going to recite some poetry. This is a shortened version of a poem called If by Rudyard Kipling, and it speaks to that resilient nature that you've all displayed throughout your time in university. I apologize in advance that it is written by a man to his son and is gendered as such. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies. Or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill that unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and, which is more, you'll be a man, my son. I'm sure that many of you will go on and enjoy very successful careers within your chosen fields. Some of you are still enrolled in the study. Albert Einstein once said, "Education is what remains when one has forgotten what one has learned in school." Your degree that you'll receive today is much more than about a 1-1 or a 2-2. It represents the journey that you've embarked on since you entered here. Whether that was in first year, as a naive teenager, or as a master's student, whatever route you took to where you are today sat in this packed Ballyallen Hall. Think of how far you've come from that first lecture in Galway to the person you are today, surrounded by your loved ones, friends and family about to graduate from this university. I know Galway will always hold a very special place in all of our hearts, regardless of what extraordinary things we go on to achieve. I ask you to keep that resilience with you, wherever you go in life, to follow your dreams, no matter how daft they may seem, and never be afraid to stand up for yourself and your community, because you are quite simply incredible. To once again quote Rudyard Kipling, if you can dream and not make dreams your master. Parents and guardians and family here today, you should be incredibly proud of the person you're here with. They've contributed much, much more to this university than simply assignments and Turnitin submissions. They've made a lasting impression that will not be hastily forgotten. To speak now to you, the graduates, and I'll finish on this note, you'll be delighted to hear. It says something about this group of people sitting around you today that university management had to wait to make sure you were all completely out the gap before they could make Rag Week official again. So wherever life leads you, hold your head high, stand proud, and please never lose that resilience. Have a great night, stay safe, try not to fall coming up those steps, and thank you very much. Carmila Mahat, good night and all.
Pre honorables praeses, totaque universitas, haec comitia universitaria hudi convocatio sunt, ut quidem homines maxime exeme agratus academicus honorasis causae admittantur. Doctoratus in medicina, honoris causa mora Connolly praesidabit Peter Piot.
a Uachtarán, a winter na Hulscala, agus a Ghuini Ushla. Peter Piot was born in Leuven in Belgium. During medical school, he developed a keen interest in infectious diseases, but was discouraged by several of his professors who said there was no future in this area. He graduated in medicine in 1974 from the University of Ghent and went on to train in microbiology at the Institute of Tropical Medicine in Antwerp. 2 years later, Peter was working in the institute in Antwerp when the laboratory received blood and liver tissue samples from a hospital in Zaire, now the Democratic Republic of Congo. Yambuku Mission Hospital was run by Flemish Catholic missionaries, and the samples were from a nun who had died from a hemorrhagic disease. The laboratory isolated a Marburg-like virus. Peter and his colleagues travelled to Zaire as part of an international commission set up by the government of Zaire to help control the outbreak. The investigation of cases and deaths confirmed that this novel virus, subsequently called Ebola after the river that ran through the village, killed over 90% of cases within 2 weeks of infection. Peter was awarded a PhD in clinical microbiology from the University of Antwerp in 1980. He embarked on a career that would see him leading the global response to another emerging infectious disease, acquired immunodeficiency disease syndrome, due to the retrovirus human immunodeficiency virus, or HIV. In the mid-1980s, he worked on policy development on AIDS as a member of the National AIDS Committee in Belgium. He launched and expanded collaborative projects, including Project SIDA in Kinshasa, Zaire, which provided the foundations of our understanding of HIV infection in Africa and its prevention. He also worked on projects in Burundi, in Côte d'Ivoire, in Kenya, and in Tanzania. From 1980 to 1992, Peter held several professorships in microbiology and public health at the Institute of Tropical Medicine in Antwerp, in the Free University of Brussels, the University of Lausanne in Switzerland, and the University of Nairobi in Kenya. In 1995, Peter commenced the role of Executive Director of the newly formed UNAIDS and Under-Secretary General of the United Nations in Geneva. I joined WHO's Global Tuberculosis Programme in Geneva 6 months later from London and worked with colleagues in UNAIDS on the treatment of TB in HIV/AIDS cases in Tanzania and Uganda. Peter's scientific rigor, his integrity, his commitment, his passion, and his ability to articulate the complex challenges required to control the HIV/AIDS pandemic was an inspiration to UNAIDS and WHO staff in Geneva and to our counterparts at country level. Peter was a microbiologist and a public health physician, but he also became a politician, a human rights activist, an anthropologist, and an economist. He put AIDS on the political agenda. He positioned AIDS as a security issue and described the disease as a development problem with an economic impact. He delivered an address on HIV to the UN's Security Council in 2000. This was the first time a health issue was discussed in this forum, and a historic resolution was adopted. Peter was at the front line dealing with the denial, the prejudice, the discrimination, and the stigma that was associated with AIDS. He challenged governments and the pharmaceutical industry to ensure access to medicines under the TRIPS agreement. He tirelessly negotiated resources for universal access to HIV prevention and treatment. After 10 years at the helm of UNAIDS, Peter was appointed Professor of Global Health and Director of the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine, where he worked on HIV, women's health, and infectious diseases. He has held positions at the University of Washington in Seattle, the Imperial College London, the Collège de France in Paris, and the Gates Foundation. He is a member of the Belgian, American, British, French, and German National Academies of Medicine. He is Special Advisor to the President of the European Commission and the EU Chief Scientific Advisor on European and Global Health Security. Peter has received numerous awards, including the Robert Koch Gold Medal and the Nelson Mandela Award for Health and Human Rights. In 1995, he was made a Baron in Belgium, and in 2016 received a UK knighthood. In 2023, he was awarded a Lifetime Achievement from the World Health Organization. Peter has published over 600 scientific articles and 16 books, including his memoir, No Time to Lose. He has spoken with candor about his experience of COVID-19 infection in March 2020 and is quoted as saying, "Finally, a virus got me." He described SARS-CoV-2 as a foe he almost couldn't beat after 40 years of virus hunting. The COVID-19 pandemic was a somber lesson to us all of the vulnerabilities as humans that we have to infectious disease threats from the animal world. In conclusion, Peter continues to be an outspoken voice on infectious diseases and an advocate for those living with HIV. In recognition of his work on infectious diseases and global health, it is my great privilege to introduce Professor Peter Piot as the recipient of the degree of Doctor of Medicine. Presento vobis unc meum filium, queum sco tam moribus quam doctrina, abilem et idoneum es qui admittiter. Honoris causa, ad gradum doctoratus in medicina, idque tibi fide mea testor expondeo totique academiae.
Ego auctortata mihi concessa, admitto te ad gradum doctoratus in medicina honoris causa.
Thank you very much, Professor Coney, dear Mayor, President Kieran O'Herty, Chair Mary Egan-Quinn, ladies and gentlemen, proud family members, and dear graduates. Die Egwit, I hope I don't massacre language. It's really an enormous honor to be back in Ireland, I would say. It's a place where I have many fond memories, good friends, and also from my time at UNAIDS, as you heard, I was the founder of the UN program to combat AIDS. We had so many allies in the fight against HIV here. And it doubles the pleasure to receive this honor under the chairship, the chair of council of Dr. Mary Geoghegan-Quinn, with whom I worked closely when she was leading the research efforts in Europe and led the ground for what is now the largest science and research program in Europe as European Commissioner. And also my good friends, John O'Donnell and Seamus and Helen McGardle, and of course my wonderful wife, Heidi Larson. I'm truly humbled by to receive this honor from this prestigious university. It is a prestigious university. When you study here, you may not realize that, but later on you will. It's always an immense privilege to be part of a graduation ceremony, because this is, of course, a memorable day both in your personal lives and also for the university. But I'm also so pleased to see so many guests on the outer lives there. I'm sure that the support of your families, friends, and partners, often involving considerable sacrifices on their part, particularly, we heard during the COVID period, has been vital in achieving your success that we celebrate today. So I extend my congratulations to them as well. In addition to the things that you've learned here from your lectures and your classes, I'm suspect that you've learned at least as much from your fellow classmates. That was at least my case. So you're all sitting here today. And I have no doubt that that's going to be part also of your cherished personal and professional networks that I hope you can continue to learn and to lean on. You don't need to tell me the enormous global challenges that we are facing today, from climate change to conflicts to the spread of disinformation online and societal rifts, to name but a few. I know we've all been shocked by the events in Dublin last week. It's indeed a time of great uncertainty, but I'm not sure whether there was ever a time of pure certainty in human history. So let's not overplay that. But as a graduating class embarking on the next phase of your life, I can say this: the world needs you. The world needs you. The world needs new blood, new ideas, new energy to find solutions for these problems. And the benefits, of course, of your education also bring responsibilities. As the next generation of scientists and leaders, you will undoubtedly be working towards the solutions, and your knowledge, values, and creativity will be critical in shaping these. And that gives me reason for hope, and is why I remain an optimist. According to the World Economic Forum, organizing every year the famous or infamous event in Davos, they publish annually a report on risk. And in this year's report, they said that a lack of social cohesion and polarization, and there's a real decline in social cohesion, is one of the greatest threats of our time. So it's vital that in all our work we encourage respect, tolerance, and diversity, and equally important, stand up to injustices where we see them. And please don't believe everything you see on social media. Just check the facts. Wherever you end up in your careers, if you hold on to these assertions, you will be a force for positive change. One of my favorite quotes is from the famous Indian writer Arundhati Roy. You may have read God of Small Things and The Ministry of Ultimate Happiness, 2 novels, but she wrote a lot of essays. And in one of her essays, she talks about the meaning of life and what is the only dream worth having. It's actually a long meditation. But what she says is the only dream worth having is to live while you're alive and to only die when you're dead. Think of that. And I encourage you to read the whole thing. But today I want to focus on just one of her pieces of advice. Never simplify what is complicated or complicate what is simple. This has served me well in many aspects of my life. So be relentless in your pursuit of excellence, stay true to your passions and values, and always remain humble in the face of the vastness of knowledge that awaits you. Life, and indeed your careers, won't always be a straightforward trajectory. It certainly hasn't been in my case, as you could hear. A lot of serendipity. But the idea that you can plan a secure career in these uncertain or even in certain times is an illusion. And speaking from my own experience, I would suggest that you don't overplan your career, as you can end up missing great opportunities along the way, besides maybe have a more boring life than if you're open to, opportunities. So I hope one of the things you've learned here is to always look ahead and to prepare, while recognizing that life is always going to surprise us. Carry on learning, and don't ever be afraid to take chances or even make mistakes. This is, of course, not the end of your journey. It's the end of one stage of it. Not even the end of my journey, I hope, at 74. And as Nelson Mandela said, after climbing a great hill, one only finds there are many more hills to climb. I think we've all had that experience. So keep on climbing. Now, please excuse my pronunciation once more when I pass on my heartfelt congratulations. Go Hordikses. Yeah. Thank you.
Pre honorables praeses, totaque universitas, haec comitia conversitaria hudi convocatia sunt, ut quidem homines ad gratus academicus admittantur. Eos esasque presentabit Professor Walter Geer.
Good morning, everyone. Tough act to follow. Usually I don't have to. So, Pre honorabilis praeses totaque universitas. This is the College of Science and Engineering, Honours Bachelor of Engineering in Biomedical Engineering. Presente vobis hasce, mias filiosque meos, quos omne sio tam moribus quam doctrina habiles, et idoneos esse qui admittantur ad gradum baccalaureatus in arte ingeniaria honoro curso confecto, ique tibi fide mea testor expondeo totique academia.
Ego octartata mihi concessa, admittavos ad gradum baccalaureatus in arte ingeniae honoro curso confecto.
Neve Breslin. Kieran John Brown. Stephen Michael Callahan. Hannah Keneally. Sarah Jo Coughlin Madden. Kieran Cummings. Luke Philip Dempsey. Eilish Fahy. Katie Fahy. Ava May Faulkner. Cara May Farrell. Keenan Vincent Finn. Ema Finity. Luke Fitzgerald. Gavin James Flynn. Amy Sarah Frizzell. Rachel Valerie Hessian. Isabel Hussey. Siobhan Alva Keane. Fergal Keenan. Ying Wei Kaur. Rasheen Langan. Sinead Long. Sarah McDermott. Connor Brian McGrath. Paul Henry McGrath. Aoife McKegney. Joshua Michael McKenna. Thomas McStay. Siba Al-Rashid Al-Sadiq Muhammad. Jenny Myers. Shay O'Connor. Tom O'Connor. Quiveen O'Dea. Michael Liam O'Hagan. Sarah Louise O'Sullivan. Maeve Parsons. Victoria Idano Olua Papula. Shona Power. Aoife Rose Ryan. Aoife Sidaway. Michael Standish. Barry Tierney. Maeve Young. Honours Bachelor of Engineering and Civil Engineering, Richard Barron. Johanna Gloria Gabrielle Bernard. Rory Burke. Liam Francis Butler. Owen Cleary. Peter Devaney. Mark Dolan. Evan Dowd. Robert Patrick Duggan. Matthew Early. Emma Mary Fitzpatrick. Nathan Grealish. Rowan Thomas Hegarty. Rachel Higgins. John Patrick Igoe. Michelle Empui Ryan Kalonga. Shane Kearns. Darren Kelleher. Jack Michael Kennedy. Deborah Louise Mangan. Dara Thomas Maxwell. Shun Maguire. Miranda McLaughlin. Kieran Raymond Monaghan. Aoife Mary Moran. Gary Moran. Kieran Moylan. Asheen Dennis O'Connor. Paul Ojediran. Ethan Roche. Jack Craig Schooler. Thomas James Walsh. Honours Bachelor of Engineering in Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Cormac Carr. Honours Bachelor of Engineering, Electronic and Computer Engineering, Anthony Bird. Shimon Piotr Bukowski. Sean Owen Breen. Luke James Canny. Ethan Alexander Delaney. Aidan Dempsey. Neil DeZio. Dara Golden. Timothy Hanley. Kieran Patrick Harris. Stephen Mark Kennedy. Alexei Kozeyev. Robin Maxwell. Conor McCarran. Kieran Joseph Monaghan. Emma Margaret O'Donovan. Donica O'Dwyer. Megan Ryan. Mark Slattery. Caden Suderman. Honours Bachelor of Engineering in Energy Systems Engineering, Paul Anthony Cantwell. Luke James Corbett. Brian Dooley. Dermot Stanley Hart. Asheen Kelly. Alfie John Kuriakose Sabu. Zach Lally. Clodagh McCormack. Hugh McDonough. Dara Patrick McDonald. Mark Prendergast. Ema Travers. Honours Bachelor of Engineering in Mechanical Engineering, Maeve Gronja Bergen. Brianna Brady. Sean Burke. Connor Butler. Laura Josephine Callahan. Ryan Carr. Killian James Chasserio. Robert Sean Connerer. Fergal Cotter. Alan Francis Cox. Craig Coyne. Aaron Deegan. Aoife Mary Dolan. Cormac Donnelly. Michael Doran. Joseph Michael Duggan. Connor James Dunleavy. Rory Elwood. Ronan Farrell. Emma Ferran. Mark Finnegan. David Flynn. Kate Flynn. Luke Thomas Foley. Louisa Magella Forte. Peter Fury. Oren Gallagher. Alan Green. Connor Grennan. Owen Hernan. Thomas Horan. Brendan Horgan. Andre Stefan Ichimescu Keaveney. Ross Andrew Kelly. Tara Kelly. Darren Kilkelly. Kayusio Kim. Fian Killian Lillis. Dara Joseph Ludden. Robert Owen Lydon Talbot. Martin Joseph McCormack. Patrick McDonough. Connor John McNamara. Cormac Percy Morgan. Ty Murphy. Tommy Nee. Jack Patrick Neville. Donald O'Brennan. Orla Anne-Marie O'Connor. Sean O'Connor. Jack O'Meara. Anya Eleanor O'Riordan. Killian James O'Sullivan. Aaron James O'Toole. Sean Scanlon Gary. Rory Searle. Ogena Kevway Siode. Anna Catherine Smith. Colonel Peter Chewett. Jack Nicholas Tully. Lee Valentine. Cathal Walsh. John Wogan. Honours Bachelor of Science in Project and Construction Management. Presento vobis hosce, mios filios quas omnes sio tam moribus, quam doctrina habiles et idonios esse qui admittantur ad gradum baccalaureatus in scientiae honoro cursu confecto, ique tibi fide mea testor expondeo totique academiae.
Ego auctoritata mihi concessa, admittavos ad gradum baccalaureus in scientiae honoro cursu confecto.
Patrick Bergen. Shane Rush. Bachelor of Technology. Presento vobis hosce meus filios quas omnes sio tam moribus quam doctrina habiles et idonios esse qui admittantur ad gradum baccalaureatus technologiae, ique tibi fide mea testor expondeo totique academiae.
Ego auctoritata mihi concessa, admittavos ad gradum baccalaureus technologiae.
Jack Kenny. Ryan McMahon Lynch. Master of Engineering in Biomedical Engineering. Presento vobis asce meas filiosque meos, quos omnes sio tam moribus quam doctrina habiles et idonios esse qui admittantur ad gradum magisterii in arte ingenieria, ique tibi fide mea testor expondeo totique academiae.
Ego auctoritata mihi concessa, admittavos ad gradum magisterii in arte ingenieria.
Io Mickham Ali. Alexander Arsic. Francisco Jose Barbosa Matias Lopez. Fiona Barrow. Shubhangini Batra. Nathan Byrne. Lauren Boyd. Emily Brown. Lauren Alexandria Burke. Joseph Burke. Adam Justin Chan. Georgia Kodere. Chloe Dalton. Arian Dost. Rebecca Elizabeth Dunn. Jack Eustace. Peter Fagan. Sean Finton Fagan. Laura Fahy. Morgan Gary. Nicole Hannon. Brian Stephen Harkin. Callum Henry. Connor James Hill. Donald Ty Hunt. Orla Kennedy. Sinead Enya Leahy. Emma Loftus. Zoe Malahan. Beryl Jasper Mark. Brian Patrick McCormick. Paul McDermott. Peter McDonough. Kira McWalter. Kira Moraid Maloney Conroy. Pierre Morcos. Elizabeth Catherine Mulverhill. Dara Neary. Ava Neelayden. Aaron David O'Brien. Sean Patrick O'Connell. Keelan O'Flaherty. Shane O'Loughlin. Jessica Powell. Deepshikar Raj Kumar. Michael Scanlon. Ema Shannon. Conal Sheridan. Master of Engineering and Civil Engineering, Kevin Caulfield. Oisin Connolly. Kevin Donlan. Liam Downey. Jack Flynn. Neve Grogan. Connor Huff. Dara Keaveney. Thomas Kennedy. Eamon Keogh. Seamus Kinsler. James Kine. Connor Martin Larkin. Kevin Peter Lawless. Kira McCarthy. Connor McGuinness. Mark Moen. Aoife Mullen. Dervla Mulligan. Kieran Murphy. Sean Nocton. Ronan O'Connell. Hannah O'Kane. Fergal O'Kelly Lynch. Conor O'Reilly. Kane Patrick Phillips. Emmett Rowley. Cara Johanna Sheridan. Philip Charles Spears. Jack Seamus Chewy. Tiernan Walsh. Master of Engineering, Electronic and Computer Engineering, John Patrick Byrne. Courtney Carr. Killian McGovern. Peter Ronan O'Donoghue. Samuel Ojo. Orla Margaret Seeley Phelan. Master of Engineering, Electronic and Electronic Engineering, Chibesa Chisalanda. Shane James Corliss. Jack Fegan. Kevin Keane. Owen O'Donnell. Dara Stapleton. Quilleen E. Tishkent. Master of Engineering in Energy Systems Engineering, Fadi Al-Salem. Arnav Neil Bowes. Quiva Boyce. Matthew Broderick. Hannah Quiva Byrne. Maria Chikirian Joy. Niall Collins. Porrick Dillon. Emmett Dodd. Yubo Huang. Joaquin Iniguez Digante. Gavin Larkin. Sean Patrick Lean. Halib Lukashov. Leanne Mary McKenna. Dylan Moore. Leisha Nee Brennan. Tim Matthew O'Carroll. Matthias O'Griefer. Ryan Roche. Emma Sheehy. Fionn Wandell. Master of Engineering and Mechanical Engineering, Brian Alcorn. Mark Brian Barrett. Dara Burke. Jordan Cahill. Jamie Callahan. Michael Conway. Oisin Michael Conway. James Curran. Patrick Daly. James Fox. Mohammed Galanda. Sarah Gwinan. Connor Helian. Owen Heffernan. Carl Hennigan. Oisin Hughes. Josie Joyce. Oisin Keenan. Connor Lee. Cian Manning. Orla Kate McAllister. Darren McCabe. Ryan McHugh. Simon Edward Michael McHugh. Niall McNamara. Conor Meany. Patrick Mockler. Miguel Murillo Artiguez. Aaron Murphy. Conor Murphy. John Michael Murphy. Kieran Nolan. Ila Okechin. Jack Patterson. Shane Raftery. John Rattigan. Leon George Riley. Kevin Rowan. Sandeep Singh Saini. Annie Patricia Slevin. Oisin Smith. Porrick Sweeney. Jeffin Varghese. Tom Watt. Master of Science in Biomedical Engineering. Presento vobis hasce, mias filias filiosque mios, quos omnes sio tam moribus quam doctrina habiles et idoneos esse qui admittanto ad gradum magisteriis scientiae, ique tibi fide mea testor expondeo totique academiae.
Ego auctoritate mihi concessit, miservos ad gradum magisteriae scientiae.
Merrin Elizabeth Abraham. Abel Aguiar Chavez. Neme Basila Garcia de Alba. Renee Fernandez. Ramya Gopinath Joshi. Maha Samira Mihal. Christina Joycey Peter Joseph. Siddhi Sudhir Pingale. Vibinanth Rajagopal. Kalbagam Rama Subramanian. Suveta Shunmugasa Sundaram. Kartik Vishal R. Well done, everyone. Thank you.
I now formally conclude the official part of the ceremony. Pre honorabiles preces, ceremonious rite confectes, venum quas officias hujus, confratactionias universitariae.
That concludes the formal ceremony today, and the President will shortly make his address before you go out for light refreshments in the Human Biology building, which is located to the right as you exit this building. Before that, I would ask you to join me in thanking those people whose hard work and professionalism ensure that a ceremony such as this runs smoothly, and in particular, Brona Clifford and the Conferring team, as well as Tara Leyden and Academic Registry. In addition, let me thank the staff from Buildings and Estates, the President's Office, administrative staff from college and school offices, audio-visual staff from the Centre for Excellence in Learning and Teaching, the Marketing and Communications Office, agus Anchar Vish Astrahan. And to you graduates, I would just like to say my warmest congratulations, and go now and make the most of the qualification you've gained and the life ahead of you. Goroma Aguiv Gola. I would now like to introduce the President of University of Galway, Professor Kieran O'Hogarty, whose speech will conclude the ceremony.
Gribin Margavillig is an fáilseoibh agus samí an bhuiictí vas felling agus an bhródúil mór Ivan Hranona tan Hranona just tackling and so ni quinny me shivroada. Thank you all very much for joining us and congratulations, heartiest congratulations on my own behalf, on behalf of the university community more generally. I'm often remark upon the fact that when you come up, without exception, you all say thank you. And I often think, or I always think that we should instead, as I do, thank you. This is your day. You chose to study with us at University of Galway. You stayed the course, often in challenging times, as we know. Life is not lived in straight lines. And you've joined us here today, for which we're very grateful. So I'd like to, first of all, as we start, we come today to events such as this with an attitude of gratitude, and I'd like to thank you and congratulations to you all. Grameen Mahagivillig, thank you. And as Peter P. had commented upon, all those who've joined us as well, all your friends, family, fans who've joined us here today, thank you all very much too. We know our students today, our graduates, have good times and bad, happy times and sad, and when they do, they rely on others to support them and to celebrate with them. And we're very pleased that you're with us here today. Grameen Mahagivillig, those who are with us in the hall, those who are with us online, we must also remember those with us in spirit. Grameen Mahagivillig, we really appreciate your support for our students today, our graduates. Thank you. And I get the chance every so often to thank our colleagues, because when you're thanking me, you're not really, I do less around here than people think. I set the tone, I officiate events like today, but really a lot of the work, as we know, is done by my colleagues. Here on the stage with us, those who can't be with us, those who are with us in the hall, supporting us as well. So har ceann na hulscoile, har mar ceann hain mar uachtar an hulscoil, tá mé bhuiictí villig as number yin Chifana Blinta, challenging times very often. So I'd like to thank you all, professional support staff, academic colleagues, technical staff, all those who make this university, this great university, what it is, that are here today. You, our students, now our graduates and our staff. Green Market, thank you. I'd also like to thank our honorary awardee, Peter Piot, and typical of Peter, his work called him on to Zimbabwe, so he unfortunately had to leave us early, but I think give us great pleasure to welcome him here and to present this award to him, because I think a lot of what he has done in life is representative of the challenge for yourselves and the opportunity for yourselves. And as he said, the world needs you. And he has, in his own work, tremendous work over decades, as Maura Connolly has presented, has done that work that the world has needed. And you are the next generation. And we often think that we give honorary degrees to exemplify the values of this university and the values that we hope you carry with you. And Peter Piot is one of those who represents the values of this university that we hope you carry with you also. And when I think about what I might say today, I try to change it every year, and I'm glad I did, because a number of you came up today and commented on my tie that it wasn't as good as last year, so I'll make a better effort next time. So I know that people want to hear something different and something maybe more contemporary. So I was inspired last week by a launch on Tuesday of last week of a work of art on campus, the latest sculpture work of art on campus, which is in the O'Donoghue Centre, which some of you will be getting photographs there as you go out on the left-hand side. I encourage you to look, either go into the building or it's framed by the glass window, the window frame as you go by on the left-hand side. And it's a work of art called Murmuration, which we're representing here. We've had a photo reproduced. The first photo was Chao Sheng Zhang, our colleague in geography. The second is of this piece of art. And I was inspired to talk about it last week, which I'll explain why. It's based on a project here in the university run by Rion and Iril, among others, called Ashtru, which means translation. So it's translating, first of all, as we'll see, a poem by Louis Dupuer, also a colleague of this university, from Irish into English, but also translating it into a different format, different way of representation, a different frame. And it's an important piece of work for us in the context of not only that sense of translation and transformation, but also the challenge that it sets you, that many of you already have through the programs you've taken, but in your life will have the opportunity to have this coming together that's here in both art and poetry. And you will have that chance to transform or translate or transcend boundaries, as this piece of work does as well. And so there's a challenge for you there in how we might visualize. Very often art is a great way to visualize that work. And thirdly then, if you think about it for yourselves, there's a feat of engineering this work when you see it, which I'll explain as we go. So this is a work of art which has precision in it, has high standards, bor-fios, and this is the challenge that you're also called to today. But there are three other reasons which I'll talk about the piece of sculpture later, but I'll first of all read the poem. So the poem is by Louis Dupuer, a colleague of ours, Professor of Irish Studies, and it's in Irish originally, agus the Léimios Gaeilge in Tachtan Sakachim, mar gur Cúlú the Gaeilge going, Léimios Berlin in Tachtan Shohé mar go Astracon denta freshen ag Louis, agus an Astracon an hain, tána on a Lucar an hain. So must come live Léimios Bas Berle agus an Astracon denta ag Louis. So as Gaeilge, the poem is called Dina Ushla by Louis Dupuer, and he's translated it himself. And translators often don't get enough credit, particularly for translating poetry. So Louis has also provided translation, which Osberle is called Ladies and Gentlemen. On the holy streets of the city of the tribes, where legend has it that Cromwell stabled his horses in the sanctuary of a church, there's a smell of spices in the air that would whet the appetite of God's wife. A tin whistle tune blows from the belly of the old town, the breath of history through the cold walls of South Connemara. In the middle of the market, with her cow eyes, a Romanian woman sits at the gate of St. Nicholas's, a placard around her neck, as though she were admitting a mortal sin before the elders. Ladies and gentlemen, says the scrawny handwriting, and we wouldn't pass her any quicker if she exposed a breast or a withered limb. Ladies and gentlemen, please. The polystyrene cup at her feet is filled to the brim with the best wishes of the Minister for Justice, sick, her stomach singing with hunger. I think there are many reasons why this poem is important to us, particularly as we are now, currently, not only in Ireland, but more generally in the world. First of all, there's a welcome called for there, not there, but called for there for those who have come from other places. Secondly, it harks back to a history of this place, where we recognise more than many other places the challenges that are posed today in the world. The history that remembers Cromwell stabling his horses by legend in St. Nicholas's. There's also a physical presence there that you in engineering will know, the cold walls of South Connemara. So when Nicola Anthony, the sculptress, was asked to represent the poem in a work of art, she presented what she calls murmuration, alta ein as Gaeilge. And murmuration, as you may know, as you may be familiar with, is where birds gather together, mainly on summer evenings when the wind is down, and they follow each other with great precision. Thousands of birds, starlings mainly, from one side of the sky to the other, dancing over and back, haunag an owl, an owl an on. And there's research done on why they do this. Do they do it to play at the end of the day, to signal sources of food? It's a mystery, unknown why they do it. But if you see one in all its splendour, it's something you won't forget. And why does Nicola Anthony represent Louis Dupre's poem, challenging as it is, as murmuration? She says this is emergent behaviour. This represents society that passes by, that goes from one end to the other in the middle of the market, Howlis and Noun, where we follow each other with great precision. And that's the challenge for us when we represent this sense of what's not necessarily in the poem, but what happens around it. And three things I'll point out on the piece of sculpture that is particularly challenging for us all, as the poem is. First, each bird, and this is the precision, the sense of engineering in it, each bird on its wings has a word in Irish as Gaeilge from the poem of Louis Dupre. Secondly, you'll see there's one bird who isn't following. He's a little bit out of the crowd, away from the murmuration. He's not going the to and fro, not going with the flow. And thirdly, the sculpture, if you see it, it's not represented as clearly here, but it casts one of the beauties of it is it casts a shadow on the ceiling, on the wall, on the floor, wherever the light comes from, and gives it that sense of mindfulness in that regard. So that piece of sculpture, as does the poem, presents us with three challenges. And Peter Piot has represented that as well in his work throughout the years. First of all, what word will be etched on your wings as you fly today? Secondly, will you be like that bird who stands outside, away from the flow? Sometimes very important, again, as Peter Piot has shown, to challenge the mainstream, to challenge conventional wisdom, to challenge what's thought to be true, when in fact it may not be, to challenge what's represented in society in the murmuration, but also may not be fair, just, or the case itself. And sometimes we see this in places where people are left out, people have no voice, people are at the edge, in the margins, like the woman in the poem. But also we know through COVID that this affects us all. It's not just for the marginalised group, but for humanity itself. And thirdly, I would ask you, what shadow will you cast? Cain Scoil a Chai Tusser and say, what shadow will you cast on the world? Because when I mentioned to Nicola Anthony that I was going to talk about this today, the first thing she said was, the students are migrating, or they're part of a murmuration as well, that you're leaving here and you have the choice. What word will you have etched on your wings? Will you be that single bird or part of the mainstream? And what shadow will you cast on the world as you pass and as you fly? And going back to the start, you may remember that John F. Kennedy, well, his assassination was 60 years ago last week. And John F. Kennedy did come to Galway, and many, I sometimes use his quotations from here, but there's one that's apt in the context of an attitude of gratitude and how we come today. And many quotations attributed to JFK, but one is that we express our gratitude not only through the words we say, but through the lives we lead. So as we finish today, as we started with Gurmahagav, agus Cogordicus, agus Tamdan of Waketiv, as we finish today with gratitude, as we started, I would ask you, what word will you have etched on your wings? Will you be part of the mainstream, that murmuration that flies past? And what shadow will you cast on the world? Gurmeen Magav, thank you all very much. Thank you.